Costumes from a television show. It doesn't sound like much for hurricane relief, does it?
Not really, but clothing from the show Downton Abbey may be just the ticket to help St. Augustine. After 2 hurricanes in 11 months, the Dressing Downton exhibit opens today, and Jessica Clark reports the popular series could bring in tourists and their money to help St. Augustine recover economically.
This is the Dressing Downton exhibit that has been much anticipated here at the Lightner Museum in St. Augustine. Vignette after vignette of costumes from the popular show, and it could have what's known as the Downton Abbey effect on St. Augustine. From hats to gloves, from appliques to aprons, this traveling museum exhibit aims to knock people's socks off.
No, it's lovely to see this context. Fantastic.
This Dressing Down exhibit showcases costumes from the internationally popular Downton Abbey television show and blends them with antiques from the Lightner Museum's collection.
Now people will get to feel like, okay, I'm on set with these actors.
The exhibit shows off fashion from 1912 into the 1920s. Everywhere this exhibit has landed in 8 other U.S. cities, the turnout has been immense.
There's something called the Downton Abbey effect.
Jessica Fellows is the show's creator's niece. She says essentially because Downton Abbey is so popular, whatever it touches succeeds and sparkles.
For example, that in England they've had an increase in tourism because of people visiting the stately homes there.
One museum that carried this costume exhibit saw visitorship climb by 300%. The Lightner Museum expects the same.
It's going to bring, an element of museum goers and visitors that probably hadn't had for a long time.
People love this show, and they are going to come here in droves, and the hotels are going to be full, and the restaurants are going to be full.
In fact, there are what's called costume groupies, people who go from city to city following this traveling exhibit.
And we've had numerous calls and emails from people from Texas, California, who will be coming to see the exhibit at some point.
The Downton Abbey fever could help this building, this city, and its tourism industry recover from flooding from 2 hurricanes in less than a year.
Despite 2 hurricanes in a row, that we're open for business.
And maybe a tip of the Downton Abbey hat will help St. Augustine.
And it will shine a spotlight on it and say, this is something good that's happening here for the next few months.
The Dressing Downton exhibit will be here at the Lightner Museum until January 7th. In St. Augustine, Jessica Clark, First Coast News on your side.